Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Just completed my first week here of posting videos up online using both Bitchute and YouTube. Since it's been a week now, I wanted to take some time off of what I normally do, which is just news, politics, commentary type videos. Just take a quick break from that and talk about my first week experience posting videos online. I'm going to show you my YouTube, Bitchute, and also Twitter and kind of show you how those things are and how they've been working. Just so if you're new, you can get an idea of how things kind of work. There are a lot of videos on here of people who've already made it, which is great. And they post this, oh, okay, here's how I went from 0 to 100 subs or 0 to 1,000 subs, or hey, I've got 1,000,000 subs, I'm making X amount of money. And those are great. Those are nice to watch, but I figured it'd be nice to do something where basically you see me starting from 0 and maybe ending at 0, but basically just starting at 0 and then kind of detailing how things go each week. So let's get right into it. Take a quick look at YouTube first. And this one I actually have 0 subscribers so far. So it's been 1 week, 0 subscribers, and I've posted 1 video each day. I've got about 10 videos up so far. A couple of the days I doubled up and posted 2 videos, but let me show you real quick what we've got here. You've seen it on the screen right here. You can look off over to the side here and see how many views I'm getting. So my top video got 21 views, which I guess is good, right? No subs. People are actually still viewing, but you could scroll down the list here and let me point it out to you here. So you see 18, 17, 17, 16, 16, 12, 11. You can see here I've gotten 164 views in 7 days, 6 hours of watch time on my videos, and 0 subscribers. One last thing I wanted to talk about on YouTube was that I've only gotten a handful of comments, and on my videos I've had 1 like on one of my videos and a dislike on the other. But it's funny because the comments I get, they keep being from the same types of people that have a lot of subs themselves but don't have any content on their channels, and they'll ask me if I want to be YouTube friends, and which is fine, you know, at least people are commenting. But my feeling is that if you have individuals such as this who aren't posting any content on their own, then the likelihood of them watching your video is pretty much nil, right? Additionally, I've watched some other videos where creators out there, they've talked about, oh, this is how you get your first 100 subs, this is how you get your first 1,000 subs, and those individuals, if you look in the comments section below, everybody's like, oh, if you sub to me, I'll sub to you, this and that. That's something I don't want to get into, because if you go down that route, I think those individuals aren't likely to watch your content. Again, I'd rather have just slower, organic growth, individuals who actually come to the channel to see the channel and enjoy the content and want to interact with the content. So that's just my feeling about it. That's how I'm going about doing it. Maybe you'll do it a different way yourself. All right, now we're taking a look at Bitchute. Now if you go up here, you take a look, you see 4 subscribers on this one, so you've actually got some subs here. So thank all of you for subscribing and watching my videos. Much appreciated. What I'd like to show you here is the most viewed videos. Let's take a look at the side here. This is why I have myself in the middle, but at 75 views, that's the most popular one so far. So I always joke that I'm waiting to go viral on one of these videos. By viral, my definition would be 100 views or more. But it certainly looks like that's close to happening on Bitchute. Again, let's scroll down real quick here. So you see 75 views, 68, 58, 57, 54, 49, 31, 26. So you get the picture. Now, if you recall on YouTube, the top one I had was 20 views and it ranged all the way down to 10. And mind you, these are for the same videos and I'm posting them at the same time. They're going live within 5 or 10 minutes of each other. So what does that tell us? And just out of curiosity, originally I was thinking, oh, okay, the YouTube audience has to be at least 10 times the size, maybe 100 times the size of that of Bitchute. So I took a look at some analytics online and I saw that daily Bitchute gets about 750,000 views. That's page views. I looked at YouTube and they had about 1.7 billion page views per day by comparison. So I did the math and I actually divided the two, and then I found out that that was 2,266 times more page views on YouTube. So even though I knew YouTube was far larger, and with that, you'd actually expect to get more page views on YouTube. Depending on the type of content you do, of course, you would expect to get more page views there. But you see here with Bitchute, I'm getting 2, 3, 4 times as many views, and I've actually got subscribers here, whereas at YouTube I have none. So it's interesting. It's just a little something for you to think about, and why a lot of people talk about not just putting all of your eggs in one basket if you're somebody out there who's really trying to grow your channel and grow your exposure on the internet as a whole. Now, certainly if you're somebody who's out there just trying to reach a certain number of subscribers where you can hit AdSense in YouTube, or you're looking at Patreon or Subscribestar or some of these other platforms where you can get paid, trying to monetize your time and everything, then perhaps you want to take a look at those in addition to YouTube. So they say don't put all of your eggs in one basket, right? So don't just assume that YouTube's going to be there for you, that it's always going to be there, and that it's going to be your most profitable thing. You just never know where you're going to find your audience. So my advice would really be, just like anything, just diversify yourself. I may do this in the future and post up videos on other free sites, whatever those are, Minds, or I think Gab was mentioned, Subscribestar and Patreon, those are pay. I believe, I might be wrong about that. There may be some free options on those, but it really just depends on what you're trying to do. Additionally, on Bitchute, with the subs I have, I do get a little bit more interaction on my videos, and that's definitely something that you look forward to. Something that's nice to see, that people are actually watching your videos and taking the time to leave a comment. Even if those comments are bad, you know, most of the time they're going to be good for you if you're out there putting yourself out on video, but you definitely like to see the interaction with your channel and stuff like that. It makes you feel like the time you're putting in, people are liking the stuff you're doing and appreciating the time you put into it, because it does take a lot of time. Now, let's take a look at Twitter real quick. I'll keep this one brief here with Twitter. Basically, all I do is put out a tweet each time I shoot a video, and I just post a link there to the video. Haven't had any engagement or anything. I think I had one like on one of my tweets, but no real engagement there, no followers yet, you can see here. So here's what it looks like. Like I said, each time I put out a video, you can see the tweet here. It's just basic. I'll do a couple hashtags. Not really overly concerned about that, again, because I'm so small, and I realize it takes time to grow and get engagement and everything like that. That's Twitter. I wish there would be a way you can kind of get rid of this "you might like" stuff over here and all these trends. I don't really care about all that. Ultimately, for my first week, things to consider. Don't be dejected when you see not that many views on your videos, not that much interaction or engagement. Try to keep in mind that there are other alternatives out there, so diversify yourself if you have the time. Put your videos up on multiple channels. Don't just rely on YouTube itself, because you never know. They do have terms of service. I guess they're pretty strict with that stuff. Me, I really keep it pretty low key and try to keep it as apolitical as possible, but you never know when there may be a change in their algorithm or something like that that may business, if that's what you're trying to really put it out there as. So again, don't put your eggs in one basket. Diversify. Look at some of these other formats here, alternative forms of tech. I hear them called alt tech, assuming that of course they consider YouTube to be the mainstream technology, but definitely check out those other sites. There are other alternatives out there, like Minds and Gab. Like I said, Patreon, Subscribestar are out there for you guys to do as well. And finally, with Twitter, yeah, definitely you want to use that, or Facebook, or whatever other form to try to get the word out, but just don't expect things to magically grow overnight. You know, you're not going to wake up, and even if you've been putting in the work, putting up a video every day, you're not magically just going to wake up and have 100 new subs or 1,000 new subs one day. Some people do, and good for them, but just keep in mind that if you're really trying to make this a business of yours, that you've got to stay persistent, right? You've got to keep grinding. And that's from me, somebody who's just starting this. It's a grind, right? It's easy for somebody who's already gotten there to try to tell you all of these things. I really think that unless you're experiencing it for yourself, or kind of watching a video such as mine where people are going through the process starting from zero, that it really can't give you the full appreciation of how difficult it is to kind of grow. Again, and this will be the final thing I just have to add before I cut this video off. Of course, it depends on the type of videos you're doing as well. Now, with my stuff, news, current events, politic kind of stuff, obviously my experience is going to be a little different than somebody who puts up prank videos, or the females out there who do makeup channels or things like that. But just, again, keep in mind that you just have to be persistent with it. Keep grinding. Thanks as always, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions or anything like that, just let me know below. Hopefully I can pump one of these out every week for at least the first few months or so, just to kind of document how things are going. So again, take care, everybody, and thanks for watching.